Hi, I'm Katie. I'm a program manager for our Basecamp Accelerator programs here at Outlier Ventures. My background's actually in arts and culture. I used to work at Christie's Auction House, so in a very kind of traditional industry, selling fine art, and then decided I wanted a little bit of a change. I used to spend every day of my life looking at the past, looking at antiques, and I was ready to kind of change that and start looking to the future and get more interested in technology. So I actually went and did a business degree, and during that year was when the NFT craze hit off, and I noticed that there was the sale of the Beeple NFT that sold for $69 million at Christie's, and that kind of pricked up my ears, and I thought, hey, this could be a way to get into technology. So actually during that year I ended up working with a startup who happens to be one of Outlier Ventures' portfolio companies, and then after sort of 6 months to 9 months with that company, I joined Outlier Ventures from the inside. So I've had that experience of working sort of in a founding team as a portfolio company, and then came to the inner circle, so to speak, at Outlier Ventures. It's really my responsibility to work with the founders who come onto our programs and make sure that they have everything they need to set them up for success. The Basecamp team in general is responsible for running 12-week accelerator programs. In the first 2 weeks of the program is giving feedback to the founders, so putting them out and introducing them to our internal subject matter experts at Outlier Ventures, as well as our external mentors who will help ideate on what they're building and help them to draw conclusions on what might be good to work on during the accelerator program. The second phase is around knowledge building. So we deliver workshops to the startups held by our internal experts. And then finally, we have phase 3, which is the second half of the program, where we move to execution. So really kind of solidifying everything they've learned, ensuring that the product is built in a robust way, and then turning towards fundraising. But after that, it doesn't stop there. Once you're a part of the Outlier Venture family, you're always here. My responsibility as a program manager is to keep in touch with the founders that I've worked closely with and make sure that they've got everything they need. The first one was Lick. So these guys came into the program quite fresh. They basically had just a concept that we felt was very strong, and they didn't have much of their product actually built out. But these guys were really execution focused, and they worked really hard to set incremental goals and stick to their guns. And then by the end of the program, they had a working beta that was a fully built out auction platform. I used it myself. It was a pleasure to bid on that platform, and I could really see how they could now have the ground to kind of go out and expose themselves to investors and raise their next round. So the second team I want to highlight is Tropicus. They had come onto the program with significant initial traction with their B2C product, and they were looking to pivot to a B2B model. The impressive thing about this startup is they really utilized every aspect of resource that we threw at them during the program. And what I would say is any founder coming onto the program, it's really what you put in is what you get out. But if you're dedicated to the program, you can really get a lot out of it, and it's up to you how much you want to put in. I'm really excited now to be working towards our upcoming real-world asset Basecamp, for which I'll be the program manager, kicking off in April. I think in terms of RWA or tokenized real-world assets in general, things are really different now. And why are they different? Well, I think there's 3 key reasons. One is that, we've gone through a bit of a bear run recently. During that time, there's been a big advancement in infrastructural technology. Secondly, I think from a regulatory standpoint, there's been a number of different advancements in this area, which means that there's more certainty, and institutional industries are more willing to kind of get involved. And then finally, I think there's just more of an acceptance of institutions who are more willing to get involved in the conversation. So really excited to be having the pleasure to lead that program, and I feel it fits quite nicely with my historical experience, and looking to kind of work with these founders and bring my knowledge and support them as they're building their products. One piece of advice that I would give to founders is don't burn any bridges. You never know what a particular relationship might bring to the table at any point in time. even if you think on an initial meeting that person might not be useful to you, you have no idea who that person knows and what they might be able to add value in the future.